Hi everyone, welcome to Timeout Tuesday with Elizabeth Yeager from Sydney, Australia. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. About 3 months ago, or 3 months ago, I think it was, Stampin' Up brought out an advent calendar. Now, I've always wanted an advent calendar, but I didn't really want the chocolate. So when they brought this out, I had to get it. And it's called the 12 Days of Christmas. And I thought, well, coming up to Christmas, the 12 days before Christmas are very, very busy. And the 12 days after Christmas, people just want to chill out. So I decided today that I am going to do, over the next 6 weeks, 2 days. So the first one's at day 1 and 2, of course. And I'm going to show you how this will go. But here's the calendar. Isn't it beautiful? You can see that it says 2025 on it. And when you open it up inside, it comes with cellophane. You can probably see that it's got all the numbers up to 12. And this week I'm going to use, this time I'm going to use number 1, which is here, and number 2. Sometimes you get a hint from what's there as to what they are, but not always. I haven't opened the other ones, so I can't tell you. So with this one, I'm going to use number 1 first. And it comes in a little bag with lots of little dies. Now, let me move this out of the way. I'll just pop it up there for now, because I'll be getting it in a minute. So there are some really pretty dies, and I should have brought a piece of magnet over with me, but I'll just pull them out so you can see. So there is a couple of flowers. Not only do you get the box, but guess what? You get a stamp as well. Okay, so 12 Days of Crafting Advent Calendar. And behind my light on the table, there's a little magnet picture frame, which would be perfect. I just got my really big helper. Isn't this amazing? It's given to us at a retreat once, and yeah, you can put your magnets on it. See, I'll pop them on there. Now, I believe from memory, it's 4, 5, a couple of these quite small, 6, 7. Now, the reason I'm putting them on this here is because they're likely to disappear on your table. So I will put them in a magnet, but at the moment, I'm putting them back in the calendar when I'm finished. So this is what, and it goes with some of these stamps in the dies, that one and that one, that one and that one. This is a little bit random, and then I've got a butterfly here, and this looks really pretty, and we've got a couple of leaves there as well. So I'm going to put that to the side for the moment, and I've done a little bit of preparation beforehand. So this is the first thing I did. So let me get this out. And I used an outlet card this time, which is a little smaller than a normal size. I had some of these left over, and I thought this would make a lovely thank you card for Christmas, or for after Christmas, for a gift for someone. So what I decided to do was to stamp my own DSP. So I used the colors Night of Navy, Misty Moonlight. What else did I use? Crushed Curry and Daffodil Delight. Oh, no, it wasn't Crushed Curry. It was Darling Duckling. This is Darling Duckling. And I basically just randomly stamped over a piece of cardstock. I only did, a small piece, but you could do. I had seen this online and I thought, that's a cute idea. It only uses the stamps that we've got here and the dies. So I'm going to show you how I made this card. And I did some Clyde cover as well. Now, be careful with your Clyde cover, because it can actually, if you stamp it off too much, it goes purplish. So you don't want that to happen. And I did the daisies in that sort of I wanted that grey. I did the big flowers in Night of Navy, and then I flipped it around 180 degrees and stamped off on top so that you get like a shadow underneath the big flowers. And I did the same with the daisies. And then I just stamped randomly in Night of Navy, cloud cover. I think it was cloud cover I used. And yeah, and the other colours, the Darling Duckling, which isn't a colour I've used very much, but let me get started so that I can. So I did that, and then I put a bit of Wink Stella on those. So let's put that together. I find my, I know I brought it over, my runner tape, because I know I brought it over. Got my dots. It's obviously hiding somewhere on my table. Oh, there, right in front of my nose. Okay, so I'm going to put this onto. The piece of cloud cover, which is a little bit bigger than the DSP. Not very much, just a little bit around it. Mind you, if you were doing it in a bigger card, you'd probably do it slightly bigger. I feel that needs to move over a little bit. Let's try that again. And if it feels as if it's too big, just cut it back a little bit. Let's try it this way. Here we go. I'm happier with that. Yep. Okay, so that's going to go on here. And what I'm going to do from memory, this is because I haven't written up my instructions for this, but I will be providing instructions, PDF instructions on my blog post for this. Okay. I've basically just done that, and I've got some mini dimensionals here, and I'm going to put them on the back. Very simple card with just stamping and die cutting. I'll show you what I've done in a second. Okay, put one there. Because a lot of people haven't opened theirs yet, there's not a lot that you can even look up. So this was, I mean, I got the idea of the stamping from Pinterest. A lady on YouTube had done that. So let's get these off and make sure that they're all sticky. That one hasn't been removed. Oh, beautiful. Right. So what way do I want to put this on? I think I want to put it on like that. Okay. Now I've die cut a couple of little flowers, one in white and one in yellow. Okay. So they're going to go on the card like this. And then I've stamped, this is one of the sentiments for someone extra special on this as well. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put that there, and I'm going to put this ribbon behind it. Okay, so what I'll do first of all, just to tighten the ribbon on this, and sometimes when you make a bow or something, it doesn't like it and it won't stay. So I'm just going to make a fairly large bow. I'm not happy with that one. It's not quite in the center of my tape. I can see that I've already got my coffee for today. There we go. That's better. I just want the ends to be pretty much the same. Okay, so let's shove that on here. On the center. So that's going to go there. And I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back. And this is our first card. So I've used the die the one that this one here, to cut these out. Aren't they pretty? So to cut these two out, and some Night of Navy leaves as well. I think I should have 3 Night of Navy leaves, but I only see 2 there. That's okay. We'll get that there. Okay. It's probably got caught up in the other activity that I did with this. Right, I'm going to pop that on first, I think. Now I am going to turn these over, and I'm going to get some of my mini blue dots. Ones to stick to there. I have to really sort this out one day. I'm going to put it just in the middle. I'm going to tuck it underneath a little bit. I'm going to get another one. There's a blue dot. Put it on the white one. I'm just going to pop that like that. Now, I think in here, I put in some little jewels, and I thought I might put, these are the basic rhinestones. It's got a hair on it, which I don't really want. And I'm just going to put, got a few hairs on this. Must have been what I was wearing last time I used them. Just put a couple of gems on there, and then I'm going to put one on here. Okay. I think I had my possum fur jumper on the last time I used those. Okay, so that is our first card for someone extra special. It's pretty, isn't it? That one. Now, I also decided that I had some more of the DSP left over, so I decided to make myself a birthday tag or a tag for a birthday present. And these were the tags and more. Was it Tags and More or something last year? It was one of those sets, and it had 4 different sizes, and I thought this would make this perfect. I know it's retired and we've got a different tags this year, but I like the idea of using the 3 different sizes but them all matching, so you can see that they're stitched all around the edge. And this is really, really simple to do. So basically I've cut a piece out of cloud cover, a piece out of my DSP. You can notice there's a little hole there, double hole, and then this is going on top. But before I put it on top, I'm going to stamp it. So let me get my Night of Navy and pop that there, and I'll get birthday wishes. Now, this, I do need my cleaner for this when I'm finished here. Okay, because I brought over in the wrong block, but this will do. It's okay. Put it on like that, right? Now, can you see? I've put it on sideways because I would usually use the other one, but I only want to do birthday. So I'm very carefully popping that on there. And then I'm going to put it up here. Pop it off. Oh, it's stuck to it. And then I'm going to clean my stamp off. Now, the reason for doing that is I don't want to get any of the birthday bit on the lower part of the stamp. So this time I'm going to use the wishes. So I don't want to cut my stamp, but I want to use both bits. But I don't want, they won't fit side by side, so I'm going to do it like this. Birthday wishes. There we go. And I shall close that so I don't put my fingers in it. Ugh. So that was using this here, okay? And yeah, I've got one little, there's a little leaf I forgot to put on the card I just made. Where did I put that? Probably hiding here somewhere underneath all my stuff. But I meant to put that leaf behind it. I don't know where it's disappeared to. It's probably fallen off. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so I did that. And then what I got was, I just made the card and I put it down somewhere. Can't find it. I've got my cloud cover ribbon and I'm threading it through. So I made it pointed end because it's quite thick. Pop it through there. Pop it through the DSP. So that they're sitting on top of each other. And then pop it through the cloud cover. There we go. Oh, I know where I set my card. There it is, there. And there's my two leaves. And that's going on those. So let me just get a little drop of glue and finish that one off. Okay. Just hate leaving it half unfinished. Pop that there. And I'll put the other leaf, which these are the larger leaves. Okay. And the reason I'm doing that now is because it's very, very quick. And the tag doesn't take long. And I'll put the other one down there. Here we go. And I've got my ribbon there. So that's that one. Pop that over there. Okay. So now I've got the 3 tags on the the 3 tags put together with the ribbon. Just making sure that the ribbon is flat in there. And you notice I've made the ribbon longer than I need. And I've got a piece of white baker's twine. And I'm just going to tie this in a knot. Just make sure I've got that. Been tying a few knots today. I'm going to do a double knot because I want to move it up a little bit. It's just a little bit too tight towards the front of this. There we go. Now that I've done that, I'm going to pop that around one more time, and I'm going to make a bow. And I've deliberately made my white twine longer than I need because there we go. That's much better. I want to sort of bunch it in up there. Now let's make our little bow. A bit fiddly, but often we'll leave the twine on the spool one end and then just use the other one. And then I will get my scissors. Got ribbon scissors here, and I'm going to cut that and not my finger. And I'll do the other one the other way. There we go. So that's the first card I made out of this. Okay. Then I decided this rainbow that I saw here, I thought this is very cute. So I thought I'd been singing Sing a Rainbow to myself. So I got some white cardstock this time and a piece of black. I got another piece of white cardstock and I cut just our ordinary cardstock, red, yellow, pink, green, blue, red and yellow and pink and green, purple and orange and blue. You know the song. I cut them in strips and then stuck them on that and cut it to the size I wanted. Now I want it to stand out, so I've put it on black like this. Okay. So what I shall do is put some tape in the back. So I just cut random strips, and this is using just glue and okay. So there, that's that. And then I cut 3 dots. Oh, I know what I did wrong. That's meant to be over a bit more. I'm not doing the other side. I wanted it over this side. I've got a reason for that, as you will see in a minute. Okay. So what happens when you do this? I've got 3 of these. Okay. Which I will put on the top like that. And then I've stamped big thanks, which is another one of the sentiments. And I've got some little butterflies here that I've cut out in white, and I will show you what I did with those in a minute. But let's put these little rainbow things on. So I'm going to get my dimensionals. I'm going to put one on that corner. One in that corner. One down there. One there. I think that's okay. And I'll do the same with these two before I do the rest. One. That one. And one in that corner. And one more. One there. And that one. And actually what I think I might do is I might actually split this, because I'm actually pre-recording this today, because we're not around on Tuesday when I go live, so I'm recording this today. So I'm going to put those on that there. So let's take the backs off and pop them on. There we go. And I might split it into two separate, part one and part two. I think might be a good idea. Put the first one on there. Now I'll put the one on the other side. Sticking to my finger. There we go. Now, if you were really clever, you could actually keep your little inserts that you've got, you know, that are cut out from the rainbow, and put those in the middle of this and glue them down by putting that on, I guess, another piece of card. But I am just going to do this because this is quick. It's quick when you get your sentiments off. So there we go. Got my big thanks. Put 4 sentiments on this. 2, 3, 4, and that. And let's get that off. And this is just using stamps and the die. Big thanks. And then I've got my little butterflies. I'm going to turn 2 of them over. And I'm going to put glue dots on. And I should really help my coffee, though all the froth has gone off it, but that's okay. Might be an excuse to have another one. Let's put that glue dot there. Going to shove that one there. Shove isn't the word. Place that there. And place the other one underneath it. And I'm going to take it and put it the other way. Okay. Now I will put the final one on here. So let's pop it on. And I'm going to put it on the actual card like that. Okay. So that is the front part of the card, and that's going on like that. Nice. Okay. And I'm going to set that up in dimensionals because just add a little bit to it. Okay. One there. One there. One there. One there. One in the middle there. Okay. And I think it might be a good idea to do this in part 1 and part 2 and then just post them separately. I have a feeling that that would be a sensible thing to do, so I'll probably take a little bit of a break and do part 2. So this is part 1, so this is day 1. Okay, pop that on my card. I just wanted to center it, and I'll put a few mini gem rhinestones on this. One there. One there. And I love the rhinestones on the black because they really stand out, don't they? Oh, sticking to my finger instead of the card. There we go. And that's my other card. So I've got those for day one. And yes, I got a little bit of inspiration, but these are my own design completely. So hope you like them. And that's my day one Advent, 12 days of Advent calendar. Okay, so now I'm going to take a little break for a moment and I'm going to do day two. Okay, so it'll look like I'm doing a second podcast. So I will sign off for now and then come back and watch part two. It's only one card for part two, but I think it'll be very quick. So just to show you. Okay, thank you.